Okay, hello, good morning, everyone. I hope you are doing good today. Oops, I forgot to turn that off. We're not talking about that yet. But anyway, we good? I don't know any other. Hey, Joseph Lazar and Bright Cat, welcome. Anyway, good morning, everyone. Here I am live again today, this morning. Well, Malaysian morning anyway, for another citizen address. I hope you all have been doing okay. Instead of saying good morning, I should be saying my usual greeting. Good morrow, citizens. Hey, Tokiba, welcome. I hope you guys are doing fine this morning or afternoon or night, wherever you are. Anyway, so I actually, like I said, I already planned to do citizens address for like Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays, right? So last Saturday we had our return to citizen address, and today I was supposed to have gone on 30 minutes ago, 8 a.m. But okay, first things first, I gotta say that I woke up at 5 a.m. in the morning, and then I started to do some work, and taking a break from work, I decided to go into FF14. This was at 7 a.m. and then I was like, you know what, I can play 1 hour, I can play for like 45 minutes and then come up to stream. And then around I'd say about 40 minutes in, as I was about to finish a quest line and decided after this quest line I'll stop and then I can prepare for stream, I noticed I actually got some messages on my Discord. So you know, DMs here and there, it's fine. But then I got this one DM. I'm not gonna say who it is. I'm not gonna say who the person's talking about. But the DM was basically very demeaning to Vtubers. Let me show you what the DM says. The DM that I'm gonna post here is not actually what a chat doing what. Hey Danny. To be fair, I'm only doing work at 5 a.m. because you know, I woke up at 5 a.m. But anyway, so this is the DM I received. Yeah, that you can't see that because of the chat. Hold on a second. Boom. All right. So you might not still be able to see that because I shrunk it, but this is what the DM says. By the way, I am not revealing who the person is that DM me this, and I'm also not revealing who the person is talking about, because mainly I don't want that kind of like information to go out there and people go all you know, witch hunt on this guy, or in general with the VTuber involved as well. So anyway, the person says, Asu, you were oversensitive about what I said to blank and that picture I posted. Blank is not a real life individual. She is a VTuber. I found her attractive and I expressed myself. VTuber seems to have an awareness about these type of things, and I'm sure he meant, I'm sure he actually did this on purpose. It was supposed to be comments, but he typed in comments, and I'm sure he did that on purpose to have a word play with the word cum. Anyway, continuing on. VTubers are not real, so I can treat them however I like. Still, as a superhero fan, I find it ironic how I am opposed to a superhero. Then again, you are like these crappy modern depictions of superheroes like Kamala Khan, which, by the way, I am actually a fan of Kamala Khan. Expressing yourself about a fictional character does not make you a bad person. Adios. You can be so asinine. So, alright. Hey J-Man, hey Katie, welcome. So basically that's the DM I got this morning. So I have to tell you first that I didn't really have a topic to talk about in today's citizen address. I thought we'd just do a normal just chatting free talk and just like talk about anything, right? But this DM came up to me, and I decided, you know what, it's time to I should talk about this. Hey Carbide, welcome to the stream. So I thought maybe I should talk about this, that I want people to not think like this. Please, please. I'm thinking, okay, this person might be. I'm giving him the. Come on, whether you agree or not. Yeah, true as well. I'm giving this person a benefit of the doubt here, that he might be talking about the avatar itself. So when he's talking about the VTuber, he's talking about how the avatar, how he likes the avatar, not the person, right? So he posted a picture that is very unsavory. Let's call it unsavory. All right. And then in the VTuber server, the VTuber then proceeds to me being a moderator on that server, proceed to delete the picture and also ban the person, because that's part of the rules in the server, not to post these kind of pictures. And anyway, so I'm giving this person the benefit of a doubt that he meant the avatar is what he liked and what he was expressing his desire on. But at the same time, that's why I think that's what he meant by, VTubers are not real. He meant the avatar is not real, not the person behind the avatar. I'm pretty sure this guy is not that stupid to think there's no person behind that avatar. But at the same time, there is a person behind the avatar, and the avatar that the person uses as a VTuber represents that person. So in essence, the avatar is the person and thus is real. So that's what I want people to please do not think like this person, where he thinks, even if he thinks that the avatar is not the real person, is not real, and he's separating the person and the avatar, even if he thinks like that, it's still a bad way to think about a VTuber. Especially when he said something like, VTubers are not real, so I can treat them however I like. That is not okay. Even if you're talking about a fictional person, a fictional character, it is not okay to treat them however you like. Hey, Alisa, welcome to the stream. So I just want to put this out there, that please think. The way he framed it still sounds horrible, and generally it is not good. Even when I give him the benefit of a doubt of what he's thinking, it's still not good thinking. Like I said, even if you're talking about the avatar, right, and knowing that the person using the avatar is not okay with this kind of thing, because it's in the rules of the server and it's been mentioned so many times in the person's stream that she's not okay with it, you still do it anyway, then it's not good and it's not cool. It does make you a bad person, because for one thing, you're not respecting the person behind the avatar. You're not respecting the wishes of the person behind the avatar, and also the wishes of the avatar herself, right? Because in the end, you can't say like, I'm just talking about the avatar, I'm not talking about the person. It's still being used by a person as a representation of themselves. So it's still the person's thing. It's still the person's a real person behind it. So please don't think of VTubers as just this fictional thing that you can do whatever you like with them. You have to respect them, especially if they don't like a certain thing. Please show respect to them, because there are real people behind all these avatars that a VTuber is using. Now, I know talking about all this is taking out the immersion of VTubing, as in, the idea that VTubers are AIs and blah blah blah, whatever. But this is having that kind of thought about VTubers are AI or immersion and all that, that's fine. That's fine. But please do understand that there are real people behind all these VTubers. It's messed up when your Oshi says it's a no-no but still don't. Exactly. Exactly. When your Oshi says they don't like it and you still go ahead with it, that makes you a bad person. Because you're not, because okay, if you say like, oh, it's just the VTuber avatar. Yeah, but the person behind it is telling this avatar, is telling you that this avatar don't like it. So that means that the avatar don't like it. So if you still go ahead and do whatever you like to the avatar, you're still a bad person. You know? I mean, it beggars a question. Like if you say about like dojinshis, right? Fanzines that people make, hentai fanzines, yabai dojinshis, all that kind of stuff. I wonder if this is gonna get me strike on YouTube for talking about it. But anyway, so you want to talk about like fictional characters that way, right? you are Sophie. Thank you, Carbide. Thank you. But if you want to talk about like dojinshis that have like fictional characters in precarious situations, and most of the time like this character in the set in set series doesn't like those kind of things, and being put in this kind of precarious situation makes it bad for them. Does that make the author a bad person? No, because these VTubers are people. Hey Mel. Also, hold on a second. I can't do it from here. Damn it, OBS. You're still not perfect. There you go. There are people out there that are like 5 TBA VTubers. Yeah, I get it. I get that. Understandable. But as okay, back to the whole dojinshi author thing. That doesn't make a dojinshi author a bad person, because the fictional character that they make is actually fictional. Like actually fictional. As in, not really a representation of an actual person. But then there's a question that some of them can be a representation of an actual person in the author's mind, in the original author's mind. So I guess it kind of makes the, I don't know. It's such a gray area there. But I feel like when you talk about it in a VTuber sense, there is an actual person playing that character. You doing Harry Potter tonight, Jimmy? So yeah, I guess it's not really an actual person playing the character. A VTuber is still a real person using their persons, using an avatar to represent themselves, kind of thing. It's, I guess, I really don't know how to actually separate the two. I guess the only thing I can say is that a VTuber is a real person, even though whereas a fictional character is a set of characters in a fictional world. A VTuber is not in a fictional world. And even some doji feel ashamed even though the Oshi approves. Yeah. Exactly. So there are those as well. And that's the difference. Yeah, okay, that's the difference. A VTuber still is a real person in the real world, behind all the avatars. Personas like Nikocado Avocado. The person overtook the person. The persona overtook the person. I actually don't know Nikocado Avocado. I will be watching the last Harry Potter tonight. Nice. But yeah, I don't know Nikocado Avocado. I don't think I followed the person, but then I don't really follow mukbang YouTubers in general, so I don't. I'm not really versed because of that. But that aside, when you talk about fanzines or dojinshis of a series, right? Those are fictional worlds in general. Don't Google him? Oh, okay. Okay. Those are like fictional worlds in general. The dojinshis are storylines set in a world of that doujinshi. Google it. Maybe I'll do it after the stream. But anyway, I guess that's the difference there. That's the big difference there. VTubers exists in the real world. Where you are, there they are. That person behind the VTuber is in the same world as you are. So there is a lot of things that makes them real. That makes them real. That right there. Endless despair, really? That bad? So, in conclusion to this particular topic, I want to talk about, well, not in conclusion, we can always have, like, you guys have your opinions on this thing as well. And we can discuss about that. But generally, what I do want to say that please don't have this kind of thinking that VTubers aren't real people, because it's bad. That kind of thinking will lead to really bad mental state for yourself, and sometimes for the VTuber involved, you know. Because if you do something like this person did to the VTuber, where the VTuber didn't like it, that VTuber might feel uncomfortable in her community because of it. Yeah, it's not even comparable to a VA. Exactly, it's not. A VA has scripts to represent their characters, and they're not their characters per se. And yeah, you said the same thing I did. But anyway, and also to put it simply, it's more like a songwriter and their songs, right? A songwriter that puts their heart and soul into their songs. It's like a VTuber and their avatar. Of course, not all VTubers put their heart and soul into their avatars as it is, but most of the time, most of them do. Most of them put like their very being into their avatars. So because of that, it makes them real. It, like a songwriter and their songs are real. Yeah, character, the person behind them. Actor. Oh, Mel, that's a hot take. Now, that might be the case. Now, even for company, I don't even see that as for company VTubers as well. Like company VTubers, right? A lot of them are given a VTuber character to like play. But as they go along, these characters turn more into them than them turning into the characters. I mean, like, there's much more similarity to Okayu and the person behind Okayu as she goes along playing Okayu from Hololive. I mean, you know, it becomes the person and it becomes real, because in the end, the VTuber has to play this character like, you know, in real life, like real time. There's not like a Broadway script or whatever. So it becomes them. The mask to the kabuki actor. Nice, actually. Hey, June. Welcome to the stream. Look left, look right. There you go. I am, by the way, just so you guys know, I am putting moderator status to friends, my friends. So it's not that I want to give them the power, but it's for me to be able to tell when they're in chat. Many times they draw upon the real life to be able to hold multiple hours long. Yes, exactly, Joseph. The mask overtakes the person. That means they're getting really into the role. Yeah, I mean, that's if the mask overtakes the person, though. But most of the time, what I see is the person overtaking the mask. Because, like Joseph said, a lot of them like tells about what's happening in their real life sense, like what's happening in their real life, but they say it as if it's them. Like there was a story back in 2019 He just wants to work. Uh, so there was a story in 2019 of Subaru and Okayu from Hololive. Again, Hololive. I'm okay. I just have to tell you guys, I'm a big Hololive fan. So a lot of my stories will involve Hololive. Subaru and Okayu was talking about going to a cat girl cafe. Oh, sorry, maid cafe. Maid cafe. Yeah, going to a maid cafe that has like cat girls as the maids, right? And they're talking about, and this is like talking about real life stuff happening, where Subaru was talking about this is her first time in a maid cafe, but Okayu, being an otaku that she is, has been in multiple maid cafes before. So they were talking about when they entered the cafe, they were given cat ears and they have to wear it. Subaru was talking about it and saying how she was embarrassed by this, but Okayu happily took the cat ears and put it on, right? And they mentioned in their stream, and this is all happening in real life. They actually did it in real life as they were hanging out together. But because they're also playing, Okayu is playing a cat girl. She mentioned that Subaru mentioned that she puts on her the cat ears, and now she has 4 cat ears. It's like, you know, they still have to have that immersion to tell you about their avatar, but at the same time they are telling stories of their real life, right? So that makes it like puts them the real life over the mask, and that's make the VTuber be there are a real person behind the VTubers as well. But yes, I do understand that if the mask overtakes the person, that means they're just really getting into the role. That is also true for some VTubers too, where they play their role up to a T, to a point that they're really getting into it. Like they would tell stories of, like if they're an alien VTuber, they will tell stories about their home planet, which is fine. Both ways are fine. Just remember that there's a real person behind the VTuber. You know. So, you know, it's, you know, but in the end, it's all about respect, right? And this person definitely does not respect the VTuber that he was talking about. Even though he says stuff like, you know, he likes her very much or whatever, there is no respect there. Just horny. Sadly. Yeah. And, you know, I'm not gonna say that I'm perfect. Of course, I am human too. I might be a superhero, but I am still a human underneath this mask. You see, I wish you can see my hand movement. Underneath this mask you see before me, I have seen VTubers and have thoughts because of how they look, but I keep them to myself most of the time. I mean, yes, all the time. Shadow Ace might not keep him to himself though, but you know, that aside. That aside, that is for Shadow Ace, exactly. But you know, that aside, right? Only human to have these thoughts, but to respect the person is to keep the thoughts to yourself, you know. Yeah, and then, you know, okay, another example, the VTuber might express openly that they like lewd things, right? Openly say like, yeah, I like to watch hentai, or openly say like, yeah, I like sex or whatever, right? My god, this might, if I'm a bigger YouTuber, this stream will be flagged. But that does not mean that gives you a green light to do lewd things to the VTuber. You know, just because the VTuber likes lewd things does not mean it gives you a green light to do lewd things to the VTuber, unless the VTuber is open to it. Punished Ace. Unless the VTuber is open to it, then it's fine. But you gotta look at it like case by case basis. Like some VTubers openly like loot things but does not like to be looted. That's fine. Some VTubers openly like loot things and likes to be looted. Also fine. And there are also some VTubers who does not openly like loot things but don't mind people looting them. That's also those VTubers. Also fine. But that's why you have to look at it at a case by case basis. If the person like loot things but does not like loot things to happen to them, then please do not just go out and draw loot things at them, because they have openly said that they don't like it. So please respect them, respect what they want, respect their wishes, respect their thoughts. Now, how do you tell if a VTuber likes this or that thing, if they like to be looted or not? The easiest way is to simply ask. Now, they might not reply, right? If they don't reply, that means it's not okay for you to do it. If it's okay for you to do it, they will reply. They will tell you, yes, I like that kind of thing. Do it. I am not saying this about me. I am not talking about me. But it is best to ask. It is simple. It is such a simple thing. Asking permissions. You lost signal? A dad explaining how to take. You know what? I'll take it. I'll be the dad. I'll be the dad tuber. I just imagine you. That's fine, Mel. I'm okay with it. Oh, now I'm one of those who's actually like not openly, not telling people, not saying that I love loot things. But if people want to loot me, I'm like, yeah, up to you. I'm okay with that. Go ahead. I mean, Argama certainly has done some that is very questionable, and I said to her, yeah, sure, no problem. What about me doing like VTuber X transform? Nah, that's fine. That's not loot, Danny. That's fine. That's not loot. That's more like you doing a Transformers version of the VTuber. That's like if I were to draw a male version of a VTuber, just to keep the mask on. That's all I ask. Keep my mask on, please. Okay? just keep my mask on. That's all I ask. But yeah, that's fine though, Danny, because that's not disrespecting the person. Yeah, I believe you have seen some then undercharge. But anyway, because that's not disrespecting the VTuber, that's just showing what you reimagine the VTuber to be. Like me doing like I said, a male version of a female VTuber, or vice versa, a female version of a male VTuber. Now, of course, in my case as well, some of them may not like it. Some VTubers might not like a female version of themselves. Some male VTubers might not like a female version of themselves, and vice versa. And in that sense, then if I were to do it and they don't like it, I will take it down. But at the same time, I'm not looting them. Looting them is a whole different story, because that's a whole different spectrum of expression. Not willingly. Just imagine an R63 Asu being looted by Oh my god, what? Is that incense? I mean, that's self-love, I guess. Oh, my camera is kind of off tracking right now, so I'm not smiling as I smile. But anyway, that aside, right? Like I said, looting a person or a VTuber, that's like a whole different spectrum of expression. That kind of expression involves a very intimate moment that some people, not all of course, some people find to be invasive, right? Like sex is a very invasive thing because it involves private parts touching. So I'm trying to be very PG here. I'm trying. So you know, looting is a different kind of expression that requires permission and or respect, you know, because if not, you're just being very how to say this, disrespectful. In the end, it's just, yeah, you're just being disrespectful. This YouTube is blushing. This conversation is very I understand that under charge. I'm sorry. When a VTuber loves someone and there is a bird and a bee, a little VTuber will pop out from between them. That's how VTubers are born. Yay! But yes, exactly, J-Man. You just need to have respect for people. It's all about respect. Because in the end, VTubers are real people. So you don't want to think, you don't want this kind of thinking. You don't want to think like this. You don't want to have that thinking that it's okay, they're just VTubers, I can do whatever I like. No. That's horrible. You know Hololive, right? They put their the 3D models of the VTubers as for the public to use for MMDs and stuff. But they have in their rules and regulations said that it is not okay, that they will pursue legal action if you loot them, if you do R18 stuff to their avatars, to the 3D model. They will pursue legal action. This is actually in the Hololive rules and regulations when you download the avatars. Of course, to say that, I'm not saying that no one didn't do anything about that. Of course, there are people who already have done things like that, but these people are also but you know, if it's not reported, Hololive can't do anything about it, blah blah blah, that kind of stuff. But at the same time, Hololive themselves gives those rules and regulations, so it's all about respect. That doesn't sound right, but I don't know enough about it to dispute it. What about the, oh, are you talking about wait though, what about those who have left? See, in like real life, like real people, VTubers do not last forever. They too shall have their expiry date, and they too can die. Oh, graduated, whichever one you want to call. But no, I'm just kidding. That got a little dark. Those who have left, it's still considered Cover Corporation's property, all the VTuber avatars and all that. So you know, even those who have left, say Hololive, like Coco, right? People still can't really loot her because Cover Corporation says these are our properties. You're not supposed to be able to, you can't do these things to them. So yeah, like I said, even Cover is covering their tracks over these kind of you know, things. How many people hate me for that now? I don't need enough many. VTubers are just fictional anime girls. Of course they get to harass them until they're my GF. That's horrible. The company still owns the model. Yep, exactly. But oh my god, yes. Fatui, yay, Flay. What do you mean Fatui? What's Fatui? I don't know what Fatui is. Welcome to the stream anyway. But anyway, yeah, that also puts another thing about, like, okay, here's the thing. You're donating the money. It's called a donation, right? Viewers who are donating the money gotta understand that you are donating the money. It's called a donation. It is not called a purchase. You're donating from your own volition, your own, you yourself want to do this. Hey, the Like Knight, welcome. Today's stream is befitting of the title of this segment. What segment? Hey, Benny, welcome to the stream. It's an investment into the future, GF. That's horrible. No, don't think like that. Don't think like that. That's horrible. Just because you donate a certain amount of money to a VTuber and or a streamer, and for this one doesn't even fall to just a VTuber. It also falls to a streamer. I'm donating my love so they can donate their love as well. No. This also involves, like, not just to VTubers but also to streamers, because just because you donate money does not mean that VTuber and or streamer owes you anything, because you are donating. Donation, giving it willingly. You're not purchasing. You're not doing a transaction with the said person. You are willingly giving your money to help support the person. Totally different thing than purchase. The simp grind set. It's okay, like a night. I mean, generally, I tend to try to decide myself what I want to play and all that. And I know about Blue Archive. I am not playing that. Do you enjoy the anonymous aspect of being a VTuber? I would if I'm anonymous. I'm not anonymous. Mainly because if you see my intro video in my channel, the first video I uploaded as a VTuber, I mentioned my real name. I do not hide who I really am. I simply be. You can find me through my real name online easily. And if you look at the link in the description down below, there's a link to my online comic called No Pink Ponies. And in that website, my real name is all over the place. So, I can say with certainty that I am not anonymous, and thus I cannot really answer that question if I enjoy the anonymous aspect of being a VTuber. Did you own a company? I used to own a company. I already left that company. I used to own a part in an animation company, but I left that company a long time already. Before I became a VTuber even. Isn't that doxing yourself? Yeah, it is. But you know, that's just how it is. That's just how I am. I'm not doxing myself per se. I'm not saying to people like, hey, come find me. Because for one thing, I don't put my address online. But you know, I do have my real name. I did say my real name on my YouTube channel in my first YouTube video, even in my intro video. And so people can easily find me online. I was doing some research on Marry Me, and I did happen to cross some of your info. Exactly. I have info online, and I've never really been one to hide myself. Asu wants to talk. Kind of scary, no. But then again, this is me. Who wants to stalk me? I'm a 5'5" male, not even anywhere near being as I'm shorter than Charlie Moist Critical. So Shaw. No one will want to stalk me. I'm not exactly a handsome dude, nor am I tall or worthy of stalking. So yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen per se. Of course, me saying this now, a lot of people are gonna go like, "Well, don't you say that." I know now a lot of people are gonna do it if you because it's online. Hey, you know what? If it happens, it happens. I'll deal with it when the time comes. That's how my life has always been. It happens, it happens. Anyway, it's got a sword. No, I'm not confirming nor denying that. But yeah, that being said, that topic aside, I am a superhero, exactly. But I am not a secret superhero. I'm like Iron Man, openly saying I am Iron Man kind of thing. Like I am Asu. Tony Stark doesn't even hide the fact he's Iron Man. In the movies anyway. In the comics he did when he started. But in the movies it's all like, nope, no secret identity. People know who I am. I am Iron Man. But yeah, that's basically how it is. I don't find myself a need to hide myself, and there is a reason why. There is an actual reason why. Makes it better. There is an actual reason why I do not hide myself, my real name and all that. Because when I became a VTuber, I used the name Asu. Okay. I used the name Asu, right? So when I use the name Asu, this name Asu has been online since 1996. That's the reason it's this name Asu, the name Asu has been online since 1996. Yeah, I do like Robert's role as Iron Man. Anyway, back to what I'm talking about. Has been online since 1996. I've been doing a lot of stuff online, publicly, as Asu since way back then. Since Impro Manga, since beyond Impro Manga even. Because Impro Manga came like 1998 or 97. 97. Impro Manga came out in 1997. I've been a VTuber since then. So I've been online publicly as Asu with a website back in 96. A GeoCities website, for God's sake. Yeah, I've been active that long. And yes, I have been telling people to call me grandpa. People don't call me grandpa, they call me uncle. I don't know why. I said, I'm grandpa. Agent Fatui? I don't know what a Fatui is. But anyway, I've had a website since 1996. And guess what? Back in 1996, I just graduated high school. You're like 3 Yeah, but I just graduated high school in 1996, and I can tell you when my website went online. Oh, Genshin. Oh, I actually have not played Genshin Impact for too long. That's why I don't know what Fatui. Okay, that makes sense. Sorry about that, Flay. I've stopped playing Genshin since October last year. Well, I played it recently, but only for like an hour, so I didn't really go into a lot of the storyline. More like an uncle and a grandpa. I mean, technically makes more sense that I'm an uncle more than a grandpa because I'm only 40, right? But anyway, so back in 1986, I graduated high school. I made a website that is to showcase my drawing, but I needed a name, and the name Asu came up, and I decided to use that. And so I, made and then I also wanted to do comics, right? I wanted to do comics and post it online, and thus that website gave me a platform to post comics online. So back in 1996, December 26, 1996. I remember this very well because it's right after Christmas. My first website went online with a bunch of my artworks that I did, and also my first webcomic called it's a King of Fighters fan comic that I made. I forgot. Trial by Fire. Yeah, King of Fighters Trial by Fire. It's a rom-com with King of Fighters characters. So yeah, 1996, I made a webcomic. Might even technically be one of the first webcomic online. Just nobody knows about it. Like nobody knows about it. Oh yeah, I used to be a huge King of Fighters fan. Huge King of Fighters fan. And so, you know, I used Asu as my name back then. And when and then, you know, I went into professional artwork. It's a secret. Favorite KOF character back then, it was what's his name? Ralph, that's his name. Because I love the Ikari Warriors. So Ralph was my favorite KOF character. Yeah, thank you, Thundercharge. But it was a time when webcomic wasn't even a term yet. We called it online comic back then. But yeah, Wreck-It Ralph. But anyway, yeah. So then I get professional jobs and still maintain the name Asu. And so when I became a VTuber, I've thought to myself of going a route of a whole different character, not using the name Asu, just doing a whole new character, a whole new name, and keeping Asu separate as a professional artist, comic artist. But I was too lazy to do a whole new account on Twitter, YouTube, and all that. So I said to myself, you know what? Let's just use Asu. Yeah, Galaxy Punch. That's what makes it so impressive. Thank you, Thundercharge. But yeah, so that's why I stuck with the name Asu, and that's why I openly say what my real name is. Because I've been with this name since 1996. I don't see why I should keep my real name a secret, because people who knows Asu already knows who I am. You know, Isekai Asu was born. This is true. This is true. Because when I became a VTuber, Truck-kun itself, I don't know what Truck-kun's gender is. Truck-kun came over to my room and proceeded to ban it, to bash me. And I got isekai into the virtual world. And thus, here I am, VTuber Asu. Karabai was intended to be a name I was going to use for an artist account. Oh, really? That's cool. See, that's why I kinda envy the kids who become VTuber. Truck-kun is Optimus Prime. Yes, he was. He did not like me. That's why I envy VTubers, young VTubers who can go online, maintain their name, their VTuber name, and also, like, you know, keep their real life separate. I kind of wish sometimes I do have that thought that maybe I should have gone with a whole different name route for my VTuber self. But in the end, you know what? I've built a brand. Might as well continue with the brand. What Truck-kun does. Must have been an honor for Truck-kun to personally come to your room to isekai you. Sort of. I mean, it's really a question of whether I want to be isekai'd or not. You can find the video in my YouTube, actually. I have a video on my channel talking about how I became me. Talking about how I became a VTuber. I have no idea what kind of name I would have chosen. Probably something Japanese. You already have a brand name. Exactly. Probably something Japanese. I mean, I don't regret it though. I don't regret using Asu as my VTuber name. Like I said, it might put my real name out there, but then the easiest way for me to, you know, curb that is to actually just go all out and say, hey, I'm Remy Asu Mokhtar. My real name is Remy Mokhtar, and I am a VTuber Asu. Just easily, yeah, we're done, you know. But yeah, that's how it is, and that's how I am. Oh, also I missed a message from the. I wanted to reply to that after I'm done. Anyway, the like a Knight says Halo Infinite or free multiplayer games like Valorant. I did play Valorant for a bit, and then I stopped. I only played Valorant once, and here's the thing, I'm horrible at first person shooter. I'm horrible, bad at it. So I decided if I want to play, I have to have fun with it. I played Valorant. It was okay, but I'm not having fun in it. Thus, not playing it. Halo Infinite, I might be okay with. I'm not sure. Because I did play Halo as a child. I mean, back in the old days, not as a child. Halo didn't even come out yet when I was a child. Halo came out when I was like 22, 21. Yeah, I've tried. Yeah, exactly. Overwatch, Apex, Valorant. Ever played Dota 2? Yes, I have. I have played Dota 2. Not a fan. Not a fan of MOBA games. Probably gonna get it. I'm not gonna promise whether I will get KOF though. I did watch Bombshell play the beta on her stream last Saturday, and it looks good. I love how it looks, and it seems like very responsive and very nice. The net code seems to be fine. So yeah, it seems like it's a good game to get, good fighting game to get. But I also have Guilty Gear Strive that I bought and only played 3 times. The hell, there's that thought that's lingering in my head about fighting games nowadays, whether or not I will play them more regularly or not, you know. You do get it. You'll probably be able to play with her. Yeah, that's true. Though I did get Guilty Gear Strive and she has it. We still haven't played it together. So, you know, questionable. But anyway, here's the thing though about fighting games, right? I used to have a fighting stick back in the old days of the PS3. So I used to play, I love playing it with a fighting stick. I can't play it with a controller, of course. But I love using a fighting stick, you know? I just love using a fighting stick. A fighting stick is so much fun. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll buy a fighting stick and I can get back regularly into fighting games. Because back in the old days, my teenage years and my early college years, I was a huge fighting game fan. I played almost every fighting games that was made back then from Capcom and SNK. And even cheaply made stuff that you find in arcades. Fighting game waifu? Nah, not anymore. I mean, I used to. Like back in the old days, I like Sakura from Street Fighter Alpha or Zero, whichever one you guys want to call it. And later on, I did like Angel and Blue Mary. Angel and Blue Mary. I do love them as well back then. But then I won't call it like waifu. Like I'm not obsessed in liking them. You're betting on King? Yeah, King's cool, but I don't know. I just like Blue Mary and Angel's style better. Fighting style, that is. Fashion style, King trumps them all in fashion style. King is amazing at fashion. Mine is Giovanna or Ramathal. Ah, both from Strive, right? Oh wait, Giovanna's from Strive. Ramathal first appeared, I believe, in Excerpt. Yeah, I love grapplers. Grapplers are great. I love using grapplers. I love grapplers style. I don't know why. I just love the idea of like that skill of trying to time your moves to be able to grapple the opponent and put them down. Of course, I gotta also preface this. Back in the 90s and early 2000s, I was a huge wrestling fan. I know almost everything WWE back then. Then I stopped. And I will tell the story of why I stopped liking WWE in the next time we have a citizen address. Because it is almost 1 hour to the stream. And so I want to put because I want to keep a citizen address to just a 1 hour stream. So we will end it here, everybody. Next time we'll talk about more stuff. And like I said, maybe I'll tell you guys why I stopped liking WWE. Zangief main? Not really. Not really a Zangief main. More like I started using grappler with T-Hawk rather than Zangief. But we'll put more discussions in the future. I just want to say now, thank you so much, everyone, for coming. What a tease. Oh, I would love to be a grappler if I'm in a fighting game. I definitely would love to be a grappler. But yeah, nothing beats a suplex that chunks half HP. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for coming. I hope you guys had a good, fun time here chatting with me. And I hope whatever we said at the beginning of the stream, please take it to heart and please understand what it means. Respecting people is very important, not just VTubers but people in general. Respecting people in general is it just makes the world better, you know? If everybody respects everybody, the world will be so much better for everyone. Anyway, I hope you all stay good, stay healthy, and don't forget to hydrate whenever you can. And of course, to always enjoy the future, citizens. Till next time, Utsu Justice, everyone. Bye-bye. I'm not smiling. My camera tracker's kind of off right now. Anyway, see you around, everybody. Bye-bye.